Yo, what's up guys, Fnatic here, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to complete the Easter egg solo on Maschine and Cold War zombies. First and foremost, you need to turn on the power and open Pack-a-Punch. The game shows you how to do it, but if you still need help, click on the first link in the description and watch my video. But other than that, let's jump right into the tutorial. So the first thing you need to do is get the die wonder weapon, and to get this, you need to advance in the rounds until a Megaton Boss zombie spawns in, damage him enough to split him apart and kill both of the split bombers, and the second one that you kill will drop a keycard. Pick it up and head over to the weapons lab where Deadshot is, and insert the keycard into this machine here, and it will open a drawer that has the die remote control. Pick it up and go to the bottom floor of Knocked and interact with this machine in the wall, and it will activate a trap. Now just train up a horde of zombies and bring them into the trap. If the trap gets turned off, just go to the generator and interact with it again to turn it back on. You need to get about 30 kills or so, and you'll know when you're done when you hear the quote weapon storage at maximum. When you hear this, just go up to the generator and interact to discharge the weapon, and the door will blow open and you can pick up the wonder weapon. Now you're going to work on 2 of the 4 upgrades for the wonder weapon, as the other 2 get unlocked later in the Easter egg. Shoot one of the bullets out of the die so you can use the suction mode of the gun, and go to the second floor of Knocked over here. There will be a yellow outline of the part that you see here. Just suck up the part with the wonder weapon and the part will come flying towards you. Pick up the canister and take it to the weapons lab next to Deadshot and place it down in this machine you see here. Now wait for a play count to spawn and kill it directly in front of this machine, and it will absorb the gas from the hound. Just wait a few seconds for the yellow outline to show back up on the canister, and pick up the part and head over to the crash site near Jug. Place it on top of this box, and now shoot or melee the canister and it will explode. And now just hold out the wonder weapon and go up to the box and interact with it, and you can pick up the Nova version of the die. Now go to the top of Knocked and you will see this wooden box on the ledge right here, so just shoot it with the die and it will drop to the ground, revealing an empty flask. Pick up the flask and progress the rounds until you get a Megaton Boss zombie, and when he spawns in, go over to the pond and you'll see these mushroom looking things on the tree right here. And all you need to do is have the Megaton shoot the tree, and if done correctly, you can now place the flask on the ground right here and it will begin to fill up. Just wait about a minute and you'll be able to pick it back up, and head over to the medical bay and interact with this box to use the liquid to freeze off the chains. You can now interact with this box holding out the die to upgrade to the cryo version of the wonder weapon. Now that you have those 2 upgrades, you want to find an anomaly that teleports you to the dark ether. You can see these on the edge of your minimap. It's the icon with a star on it, and once you find it, interact with it for a few seconds and you will be teleported. You are now going to pick up 3 parts for the ether scope. Now just note that only 1 part will spawn at a time, but they will always be in the same location. The first part will be on this plane engine in the crash site, the second spawn will be under the stairs here in spawn, and the third and final location will be under Pack-a-Punch next to this vent. Again, these will only spawn 1 at a time, so keep checking these locations over and over until you get all 3 parts. You can now go down behind Pack-a-Punch to this crafting table and use the 3 parts to craft the ether scope. Pick it up and you're ready to move on to the next step. Now upon picking up the ether scope, it will spawn another anomaly somewhere on the map. Again, just look for the star on the minimap and it will be easy to find. Enter the portal and head over to the medical bay, and in this back room on the desk next to the computer there will be a diary. Pick up the diary and drop down below into this corner. There will be an anomaly. Interact with this anomaly and a ghost will appear. Interact with him to give him the diary. You can stay here and listen to the quotes, or you can just run over to the trials room over here, and the second anomaly will already be here. Hand him the diary and run over to where you built the ether scope and you will find the last anomaly. Again, just interact with it and hand him the diary and wait for the quotes to finish. It will kick you out of the dark ether and you can now enter the password onto the computer. Just interact with it to enter the password, and now you can move on to the next step. After entering the password, this will open 2 portals and unlock the 2 other upgrades for the wonder weapon, and that's where you're going to work on now. Head over to the pond and enter this portal that you see here. Now go over to the crash site and you will see this fuse box that was hidden under the plane. Just shoot or melee this fuse box and it will open. Pick up the fuse that was inside and take it to the weapons lab next to Deadshot and interact with this laser cutter. It will cut open into the box, and when it's done, you will be kicked out of dark ether. Head over to the pond, and in the back of this truck, you can interact with this box to upgrade to the thermal version of the die. Now head to the other portal that is under Pack-a-Punch and enter the dark ether. There will be 3 different crystals that you can collect with the wonder weapon, and they will always be in the same location. And just an FYI, you cannot do all 3 crystals at the same time, so you may not have enough time to do all 3 before you get kicked out of the dark ether. So if you do, just kill some zombies until you see the star icon back on your minimap, and you can re-enter the portal and continue with the other crystals. The first one is on top of Knocked behind the Wonder Fizz, so just suck it up and you'll see the energy on the barrel of the die. Just head on to the bottom of Pack-a-Punch and there's a box in this corner that you want to shoot with the wonder weapon. The second crystal is in the pond to the right of the box right here. Suck it up, take it down, and shoot the box. And the final location is in the crash site to the left of Jug. Again, just suck it up and shoot the box. Now you can interact with it, and you now have the electric version of the die. Now you need to go to the medical bay and look up at this chamber, and you need to shoot each of the 4 pegs with the upgraded wonder weapon elements based on the color of the ring. With the electric element, shoot the yellow ring. With the ice element, shoot the light blue ring. With the fire element, shoot the dark red ring. And with the nova element, shoot the green ring. If done correctly, all 4 pegs will be straight up and the anomaly will spawn in this doorway and you are ready to move on to the next step. Now enter the anomaly and go to the top floor of the medical bay and there will be an orb to interact with, similar to the ones from earlier. And this will show 2 Russian ghosts stealing the decontamination agent. When they finish talking, you will be kicked out of the dark ether and a wrench will spawn on the floor right in front of you. Pick it up and head over to the tank and spawn and interact with it a few times and a zombie will pop out at the top hatch. Kill the zombie and throw any type of explosive on the hatch. You can use a Semtex, frag, C4, it doesn't matter. When it detonates, the tank will shoot a golden ball out of it. Head over to the crash site and about a dozen dogs will spawn, so kill all of them and you will see the golden ball on the floor right here. Pick it up and walk it over to the medical bay where you saw the Russians take it out and put it inside of the machine. Now progress the rounds until you get another Megaton Boss zombie and kill the first part of him to make him split, and lead both of the bombers into the medical bay underneath the chamber. This will cause them both to be sucked up into it, and now go interact with the computer. This will fuse the bombers back together into a human form of the Megaton, revealed as Orlov. He will break out and run away into the particle accelerator room and turn off power. The doors will open and a bunch of dogs will spawn in. Leave the room, kill all of the dogs, and you are ready to move on to the final step. There will now be an anomaly on the bottom floor of Noct. Just enter it and head over to this table in the other room and interact with this orb. This will show Orlov giving a goodbye message to his wife and daughter. At the end of the speech, you will be teleported out and a family photo will fall onto the desk. Now just a warning, when you pick up this photo, you will be instantly teleported to the boss fight. So get set up, get all of your perks, and upgrade all of your weapons. I recommend putting on Deadwire on your weapons as that is the boss zombie's weakness and there's a ton of them in this fight. But when you are ready, let's jump into how to beat this boss fight. This boss fight is actually really easy if you have the right setup. All you have to do is train around and protect Orlov while he destroys some of the machines. He will start with one right next to Pack-a-Punch, so just train up top and keep killing the zombies that are on him. Now big tip, focus on yourself more than protecting Orlov, because he does not die easily. I let him get hit a whole lot and his health bar wasn't even touched. So just make sure you have armor at all times. You can also buy ammo at the refill station at the bottom floor if you ever run out. When he is done with the first one, he will move over to the upper level of the particle accelerator and begin working on another part of the machine. Again, just train around the top, use Deadwire on all the boss zombies, kill all of the dogs, and keep repeating until he moves down to the lower level of the room. Now this is the final spot that he will be, so keep training, killing, and protecting for a couple of minutes, and when your screen flashes white, you are now done protecting him. He will tell you that you need to leave as fast as possible, and there will be an exfil point in the pond area of the map. But you have to take this specific route as the particle accelerator is leaking all throughout the map and you will get down by that energy if you walk into it. First, go into the medical bay, go up the stairs and jump across this gap. Exit the bunker and go right, go into the crash site and go right once again and maneuver through the energy to make your way to the pond and the helicopter will be waiting for you to exfil. Just interact with the helicopter to hop in and you have successfully completed the Easter egg on Maschine. But other than that, that's going to wrap up this video here. So if you guys enjoyed and it was helpful in any way, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, as only a small percentage of you watching are actually subscribed to the channel. It only takes a second of your time, and if you don't enjoy the new content, you could always unsubscribe. But other than that, it's been your boy Fanatic, and I'm out. Take it easy.